This is Empowering Homeschool Conversations, provided by SPED Homeschool. Go to spedhomeschool.com to get resources and support for teaching your unique learner at home.
She identified 47 of these different movements.
Okay.
And so it's not necessary to learn them all, but basically, one I can give you just here verbally would be, if you lay your child down on the side and get them comfortable, give them a pillow, and just like have one hand on their shoulder if it's comfortable for them and one on their side, and just rock them back and forth, like forward, backward, not a lot, because a lot of kids do have a retained moral reflex. So if you start rocking them too much, they might stiffen and like, whoa, they feel like they're being like pushed over or something. So just little micro movements in a nice rhythm. Make sure you're relaxed. Make sure you're in a positive place, because they'll pick up on your stress if you're not, which is one reason why we always have parents do movements first in their own body.
Okay.
And then you just give like a really gentle rocking motion, just like you would rock a baby to sleep. And that's a place where you can start. But of course, there's so much that you can learn. And I do hope parents will go up to the website, start reading more case studies and anything you need to read.
I'll put your website up in a second.
To convince yourself that it works and it's worthwhile. Because it is extremely effective when it's done right. I hesitate to, I know with homeschooling parents especially, they tend to want to get the book and do it themselves, or get a book, or they'll go online on YouTube and try to look at the resources, which is a great idea for a lot of things. It's not such a great idea for this. For one thing, the YouTube videos, they're taken out of context. 95% of them, as far as I know, have errors in them, where they're either omitting something, or the child's in a position that's not really optimal, or they're giving a recipe like, do this for 2 minutes. Well, for some children, that's way too much. So I
going
really
back
hope
to that
you'll
anxiety
get, like,
that we were talking about earlier. Yes.
Yeah. I hope you'll get the full training. You can do it, and it's well worth it. These are tools for lifelong health and well-being.
Right. And so that really answers this question we got from Jody. That was the last one. How do you get a child moving, sensory diet, when they want no part in the movement? It goes back to that anxiety that you were talking about before. And you just really have to kind of move at their own pace.
You have to move at their pace, and you want to start out with things that are pleasurable and enjoyable and playful. I had one mother write to me, and she's like, I'm so glad I took this class. She said, I was in a different primitive reflex course, and she said, I ended up being like a drill sergeant with my daughter. And she said, now I have, this playful way to do it and engage. Because it's got to be fun for kids, or at least enjoyable and soothing. And so you start out with the really soothing stuff. That's why I don't recommend going right in to do reflexes, because, or even sensory diets. Because, and if you email me, whoever wrote that question, Jody, it looks like, if you email me, I'll send you some information. I can send you an actual.
And I can get you her contact information, because she put that in the application form, the submission form too.
However, I can get more information to you.
This is Empowering Homeschool Conversations, provided by SPED Homeschool. Go to spedhomeschool.com to get resources and support for teaching your unique learner at home.